Hello everyone, so recently I came across this TikTok video where Nicole Kidman mentioned that she liked Jimmy Fallon, and I have never seen it before, and when I watched it I thought it was absolutely hilarious. So I wanted to do a reaction and give my thoughts on the video. This will be the third or fourth time for me watching it. As I'm watching through the video, there is going to be frequent pauses for me to give my thoughts, but primarily to more or less avoid YouTube's algorithm strikes, where typically YouTube doesn't like it when you're directly copying from someone. So if you notice a lot of reaction videos, there's a lot of pauses, and that's for that reason. So hopefully you guys can bear with me on that regards. So let's just get started.
I don't know if you remember this, but we met before.
Oh, I remember.
Do you remember this? It was really embarrassing for me.
Yes.
It was?
Yeah,
Do you want me to tell
I have not seen you since then.
I have not.
Right?
That is correct.
No.
But this is years ago, and do you want me to tell my version of the story?
Yeah, you tell your version.
I'm walking down the street.
So in this situation, she knows what she's gonna drop on him. I think she knows that he doesn't know, but right now, given that you're watching this video, you probably already watched this. Given that you're watching this reaction, you probably watched the original video, so you guys already know what's gonna come. So I'm just gonna interact. I'm just gonna speak as if I've already watched it, because I've already watched it a couple of times.
In New York City,
Yeah.
my friend Rick calls me and says, "Dude, what are you doing?" I go, "I'm just walking down the street." He goes, "I have Nicole Kidman with me, and she wants to meet you for maybe to be in Bewitched or something like that." So I go, "What? Okay." She goes, "I can be in your apartment in like 10 minutes." I go, "You're gonna bring Nicole Kidman over to my apartment?" I'm like, "Okay, I don't know. What do I do? What do I have something? What do I do?" He goes, "I don't know. Just get some cheese and crackers."
Rick, this dude is terrible wingman. He's absolutely terrible. He just drops the bomb on Jimmy. He's probably, I genuinely believe Jimmy, like, he was probably genuinely sidewinded in that moment in time where he was like, did not know what was going on. Within 10 minutes, he had to make his apartment and place clean. And I do think Jimmy genuinely thought it was a professional sitting, because in his head, he's probably thinking like, oh, why would Nicole Kidman want to interact with me? I guess it was probably like for a business opportunity, right? Because it's like, he never in his head did he ever thought he was in the same league or chance that he had the same chance. Like, whether or not he does is a different conversation entirely. But at the time, he was probably thinking like, what does Nicole Kidman want with me? Like, I role with Bewitched, I guess. Okay, let me just make myself presentable. Like, that's what I think Jimmy was going through in his head. Never did he thought it was like another level. But for Rick's perspective, right? Given that Rick was with Nicole at the time, like, I'm assuming that they're like side by side with each other, right? Then Rick could not necessarily tell him that it was for something more, right? Because if he was with her, you can't tell your buddy, hey, Nicole Kidman likes you. Make your apartment nice. You wouldn't tell that. You wouldn't say that in front of the girl, right? Even if you're friends, you're mutual friends with your friend, you wouldn't say that directly to your friend. If you get what I'm trying to get at. So I thought that was interesting.
Or something. And I'm like, cheese and crackers. What are you talking about? That I don't have dinner party. I don't have anyone over my house. I'm like, I have video games and sneakers. I mean, so I go, there's a deli, and I go in the deli. I go, what do you mean cheese? He goes, get brie or something. I go, brie? I don't even know what that is. I'm like, so I go in. This is like, I'm on Saturday Night Live, I guess, or something. I don't remember really when it was. But
I just remember I liked you, and he was like, not now.
That is completely a lie. That is completely a lie. If someone actually, like, here's my thought process. You can never, it's very hard, if you have a desire for someone, that desire doesn't go away like that. It just, unless there's a fundamental shift in your perception of the individual, it is extremely unlikely for you to unlike someone, if you know what I'm trying to get at. So she just lied right there. The other thing is that she, when a girl remembers, girl or guy, right, remembers a situation that detailed, that does not change the fact that, so what I'm trying to say is that she genuinely likes him even to this day. Or sorry, she has a crush on him still to this day. You can tell by the interaction that that's the case, but let's keep going.
I'm married now.
The look on his face, he's like genuinely shocked. He's in his head is right now. It's like, wait, what? So, wait, what?
But he was like, oh, well, you can meet. I mean, I don't.
Wait, what?
Not that way.
Wait, what's going on? Wait, what?
So he says,
Yeah, he's genuinely shocked. Like, notice he's genuinely shocked. He's trying to, like, if I had to guess his thought process right now, it'd be, wait, did I mishear wrong? Did you just say that you like me? Wait, what? Wait, don't tell me that interaction wasn't what it was for. So that's what he's trying to hear right now.
so Rick, our mutual friend, says, oh, you know, Jimmy wants to meet you and you can go over to his apartment and da-da-da-da, and I'm single, and I'm like, okay, yeah, cool.
Wait, what?
Yes.
So this is what he actually like, oh, he's like, oh shit. That was what it was for? Oh my god, that's his interaction right now. It's like, the thing is though, Jimmy, it never crossed his mind that he had a chance with Nicole Kidman. So he never, like, subconsciously, he's not even thinking about that. So his brain never jumped to the conclusion that she was romantically interested in him. So it's like, given that he's subconscious, is like, you know, why would she interact with me? Okay, I guess it's like, like, it's just so side-minded. Like, he just was not aware.
What are you talking about?
Yes.
Did I date Nicole Kidman?
Sure.
Did we
so
go,
I
was that a
go
date?
over though, and you're there in a baseball cap and like nothing, just like.
I had brie
and I'm
cheese.
like, and you wouldn't talk.
And I had brie cheese. Like, the brie cheese wasn't gonna help you, bro. That wasn't gonna help you.
You didn't say anything. You were like, hey. Do you? Right? Is that
I didn't
like,
say.
yeah.
I was
You
very
went,
nervous. I
and
didn't
I'm
say.
like,
Yeah, I think he was genuinely nervous at the time because he didn't know what to do. Plus, it was Nicole Kidman. At the time, it was like 2002. I watched all the videos. So this is how they look. So this is how Jimmy looked when it's 2002, and this is how Nicole Kidman looked like in 2002. So just to give you some context, you know, extra context for this situation that's going on.
okay.
I didn't know this was
so
this is a thing. I thought
it
this
was
was a
like
movie.
a hang. It was.
Yeah, like you mentioned, he thought it was for a movie. Like, I genuinely believe him. Like, it never even crossed his mind. So, and I think at that time, Rick was hoping that he would pick up on the hint, right? It's like, a girl's going to your house, you know, just you and the girl apartment. Is like, come on, buddy, you'll pick up. You know, it's like, you can't really reveal much if you're with Nicole Kidman, right? Like, your friend is with Nicole Kidman. You can't really reveal anything beyond the fact it's like, hey, you know, just, you know, be presentable. Like, he's like, his friend is like, bring brie cheese and saltine crackers, is, you know, just be presentable. But I think Rick was hoping that Jimmy would pick up on him, but Jimmy was just completely oblivious. It's like, it's like, for his thought process, he never had a chance with Nicole Kidman. So, why would he even bother? So, but then Nicole obviously thought it was like, you know, she's hoping that he would, you know, ask for a number, right? Because it would be too strict. Like, it would be, it's unconventional for a girl to ask for a guy for his number. Unconventional. Not to say it's right or wrong, just unconventional.
To just, I don't know. And then you put a video game on or something, and I'm like, this is so bad.
Notice how she touched his head, right? Like, that's what I mean. Like, this whole interaction, it didn't change her feeling for him. Her crush is still there. So notice that she initiated the touch, right? That, like, just keep those things in mind.
It was bad.
There she goes again.
I swear, and you didn't talk at all. And so after about an hour and a half, I thought, he has no interest. This is so embarrassing.
And like, obviously, like, Jimmy is like, I didn't even know. Why didn't you tell me? I would have done something if I had to. But he can't say that because his wife is going to end up watching this, right? And the reason why Nicole Kidman brought it up is that she kind of wants answers. So that's why she brought up the entire story to begin with. Not that she wants answers, just like, I think she's okay with mentioning it now, but also because she wants answers. If you get what I'm trying to get at. Like, it favors both. Like, she's okay with that after so many years has already passed. Yeah.
Had no
And I
clue at
kinda
all.
laughed.
He genuinely did not have any clue at all.
And went, okay, no chemistry. And then I was like, maybe he's gay.
Come on! Now I'm out of here. Take care.
Okay, now.
Watch. He's like, he's kicking. He's like, damn, I screwed up. I screwed up so bad.
So now I'm gonna do the show. Right, sit down.
Well,
I feel for Jimmy. I 100% get what he's going through right now.
So tell me, Jimmy.
well, doctor, I remember it like it was yesterday. Nicole Kidman walked in my apartment.
was our
Do
date.
you remember what the apartment looked like?
Like, not much.
Yeah, the reason why he didn't remember as much as well as she did is because, you know, from him it's just that, you know, why would you keep a memory that you didn't even know of? Like, that was the context, right? But obviously Nicole remembered it very deeply because she had a crush on him. So that's why he couldn't remember it. Had he known, completely different outcome. Third time. Come on, just look. Like, you can't unlike someone that fast.
Anyway,
Wow.
we weren't meant to be, right?
Wow, did you make a good decision?
Okay, let me just slow down whatever I'm trying to say. Wait, let me replay that.
Like it was yesterday. Like?
And we weren't meant to be, right?
She's asking that, like, hoping that he would, like, it's not that she's hoping anything, it's more like her trying to comfort herself for the outcome. But if I had to take a guess, she wished that the outcome was with, you know, them potentially going somewhere. Not to say like right now, just but like had he known in the past, it would have helped out.
Wow, did you make a good decision?
And him, when he just said that, wow, you just made a good decision. It's just him, you know, sort of like comforting himself in terms of like since he never thought he had a chance with Nicole Kidman, he's just reaffirming that. He's just playing into that security. And then from her, she's like, you know, like, what are you talking about? Like, I've always had a crush on you. It's just absolutely a shit show right now.
You did.
You made a fantastic
You
decision.
didn't. Anyway,
my
it
God.
was like that.
Oh my
But
gosh,
now,
I'm in
so
shock
nice.
right now.
We're both married with kids.
Yeah. I can't believe I dated Nicole Kidman. This is fantastic.
You didn't.
This is unbelievable. It's unbelievable. It was one of the most awkward moments ever.
You're red.
I really am. I'm in shock.
So am I.
I can't believe it. You're definitely embarrassed. Yeah, I mean, oh my gosh. Are you friends with Rick anymore?
Yes,
No.
I just saw it.
Yeah, you notice the response, right? Like they both gave completely different response for Rick, right? So from her perspective, it's like, Rick was a good buddy. He attempted to help me set up between me and Jimmy, and then from his perspective, it's like, man, Rick, you should have told me. If you had told me better, I would have done something. So, like, obviously you see the dichotomy in terms of, like, speaking just about Rick. Rick probably just like, hey, I tried to help, but it was bad on you that you didn't pick up on the signals. You know, like, a girl come to your apartment, you should have known. That's probably what Rick was thinking.
No, we don't talk to him after that.
Adorable.
After that, yeah. Well, you made a much better decision. Keith Urban is so much cooler than I am. He's here.
Yeah, so obviously she didn't want to hear that response, right? Like, but he right now is he's uncomfortable, so he's just trying to go back to comfort himself. Like, yeah, I never had a chance with you to begin with. You know, it was a good thing you chose Keith because it's like you never had a child with me. But obviously that's not the answer that she wants to hear, right? She wanted more. It still didn't answer her question. It's like, are you or are you not interested in me? More or less, like, not to say that matters now, but more like it's still like an unresolved tie in her own head. So it's like getting that loose end tied is I guess is primarily why she brought up that story.
Rock star. You live in Nashville now.
I do, yeah.
Well, he's always on tour, isn't he? Constantly like.
No.
Yes, these country guys. Yes, he's always on tour.
You're not trying to be all serious.
Yeah, no, I'm trying.
Yeah. So right now he's like trying to divert this situation right because he's uncomfortable, and then nobody cares about Keith Urban right now. Like, continue the conversation, answer the question more or less.
You serious now? Look, here's the deal.
Yeah.
I'm not always on tour. I'm always at home, hanging out, kids.
You're working all the time. Stop.
No,
Okay,
but
so
did he not just play a gig New Year's Eve, right?
He did in
Yeah.
Niagara Falls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Niagara Falls.
Yeah.
The Canada side or the New York side? The America.
The Canada side.
That's the side.
Beautiful.
The
And a
Canada
good way
side
to-
is like lights and it's like almost like Vegas. It's fun, and the New York side looks like a Lemony Snicket book cover. It's like sad and like it's trees with no leaves on it, and you go, what happened? Yeah, why is that side so much worse? Canada side, that's the place to do it. It's
Yeah.
amazing. Yeah, we got to work in that side of the
Yeah,
Niagara Falls.
they do.
So where does he
I've never
play?
been to the New York.
Like he's trying to drag out the conversation because he's trying to get comfortable. It's like he's used to that professionality. He's trying to extend that side story so that he can get to the point where he's comfortable. But it's like you're not adjusting the underlying main story. So it's like, come on, dude.
Side.
Oh, please. You,
No.
we know. Well, we'll fix it up. But where does he play?
He played it for a big show there for about 60,000
Have you ever been to Niagara
people.
Falls?
I had before. We can't even have a conversation.
You're trying to. You're
This is-
feeling a little something. Yeah. You're feeling.
Yeah. Like like all of us, everyone can feel that they have some sort of chemistry going on. It's just given that Jimmy knows now, he's like, like okay, let me, this is a different dynamic now. So he's entering into the Jimmy phase where he's like, oh, so now I know that this girl's interested in me. Like, let me just be that type of Jimmy. You know what I'm trying to get at? So everyone can feel it. It's not like he's like consciously doing it either. It's just natural when people are like, it's just natural for people to behave like that.
We need a little chemistry now. A little chemistry now. It's too late, baby. Ship has sailed, okay, Nicole? Taken, okay?
That was not an appropriate response. Not an appropriate response at all. Because it's like, she's coming on here, giving the story. From my perspective, in hopes of getting some sort of like answer, and he's not really answering her, and then saying that, oh, I'm married, right? So it's kind of like, a rejection in a sense. Not a rejection, but like for him, he's not trying to he's not rejecting her or anything. It's just he's just trying to comfort himself of like, it's already too late. Like he's mentioning, oh, Keith is a much better guy than me. It's too late. He's married. It's like he's just trying to comfort himself of like, why wasn't, it's just too late, right? So then, but her is just she wants answers, but then he's not giving the answers, and he's mentioning that. Yeah.
I am taken, okay?
So that was not appropriate for this conversation. Yeah, but good thing he's at least socially aware that he's apologized for it, but it doesn't help. It doesn't help.
I can't believe
I
this.
am
What a
never
day.
coming on
There's
this
no.
show.
Which is like, that's why she said that, right? Because it's like he never addressed it, so the underlying current of emotion is like he's just mentioning that just to protect himself in some senses, like protecting, like making himself comfortable, But she's not getting answers, so that's why she's feeling like that.
Come on, you leave. No, come on. They're
I
feeling
want
it. This is fantastic. And we love
I'm
Keith.
teasing
We love
you.
Keith.
I
He's
love
been on the
Keith.
show. I know you love
Yeah.
Keith more than I do. I'm not saying I have anything for Keith Urban. I'm saying I enjoy his music, and I like him.
We're
I
now
like him as a
fighting over
personality.
Keith.
I don't have.
This is-
Only one of
This
us
is a
here is in love with Keith.
disaster.
No, it's not a disaster. But he's always been on the show, and you've never been on the show. Is this
No.
why?
Absolutely.
No, that's actually true. That's actually true. Because how can you go on the conversation and knowing that that's what's on your mind and then not mentioning it? Like, of course, that's the actual answer. She hasn't been on that show because, she probably wasn't comfortable until that moment in time to mention it and bring it up, or whatever circumstances that led up to that.
So odd.
No, we would watch you at home, and I'd be like, gosh, will I ever go on that show and bring that story up? Maybe not.
But that's the thing, though. It's like when you're approaching a certain age, right? These things you tend to think about is like, would you rather live the rest of your life not mentioning it to him, or would you? And I think she chose right in that. It's better that he had known, so she wouldn't regret not mentioning it. On your deathbed or something. You know what I'm trying to say?
You did.
And now I did. Anyway, let's talk about Paddington.
This is the best
No one gives a about Paddington.
day ever, man. This is like a great day. Let's talk about Paddington. Paddington, congrats already. It's a big hit already. Internationally, right?
Yes.
Overseas. They released it overseas first. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I remember I got brie cheese.
And corn chips.
He did not bring corn chips. Watch.
Corn chips.
Yeah.
Did I get corn chips?
Yeah, and some old Chinese food.
Okay, here's the thing. Her memory of that situation is way more accurate than his. Obviously, for because given that if you have a crush on someone, you're gonna remember every little detail of that interaction. So her memories of it is correct, except for the corn chip part. He vividly remembers salty crackers. So it wasn't corn chip, it was salty crackers. brie cheese and salty crackers. So his memory of that was just only those two, because it was just that's what he remembered. But every other detail, she's correct.
How can I buy old Chinese food?
It was in the fridge.
It was in the fridge. It
Yeah.
probably was. I really was nothing
See,
there.
I've got a good memory.
Oh my god! I remember I got saltine crackers. And I
Yeah, the saltine crackers.
didn't have. Oh, it was just really awful. I didn't know.
And what sport do you really like? Was it baseball or something? Or
sport was I into? What hat was I wearing?
Yeah.
I was like
You were wearing some
Yeah.
baseball.
I love that you remember I was wearing a baseball hat. Cool,
And
man.
some sweats.
I was not wearing sweatpants. What are you talking?
he was genuinely wearing sweatpants. There's no way in hell that she would not remember that. No way in hell. Whatever you were wearing at the time was correct. Whatever she mentioned, that was correct.
About? It's like you went over to like Duck Dynasty guy's house or something like that. I was not wearing camo sweatpants. I was dressed in probably a three-piece
No, he was not. No, he was not.
suit or something.
You weren't interested, so you wore sweats and a baseball cap.
Not true.
Yeah, so when she said you were interested, he's saying not true to that particular thing. He was interested. Like, had he known, he would have been interested.
I don't even know what you're talking about. Now I'm like freaking out. All right, I'm gonna go back to Paddington. We're gonna
Yeah.
edit this out.
No one gives a shit about Paddington.
Yeah. The bear.
The bear.
The little adorable bear.
It's a cute bear. It's a
It's
cute
a cute
movie.
bear. It's
You
very
played the villain
cute.
in the movie.
I do.
Did you always? That's a good juicy role.
Good juicy roll. Good juicy roll.
Yep.
Do you always want to play? What?
Like, just notice the word choices. It's just absolutely hilarious.
I can't even talk.
I mean, you
to
can't
now.
even tell you're like
This is
stuttering
hopeless.
and stuff. Yeah, you're so nervous.
Only because you make me laugh now.
Make you laugh. Yeah.
Now,
Yeah, right now he's just overanalyzing what he's saying.
I always need to. Wait. All right, so let's talk about it. It's Hugh Bonneville, my man Hugh Bonneville.
so funny.
Love him. Downton
So
Abbey,
funny,
we love
yeah.
him. And it's a CGI bear, and of course everyone knows the books.
But the bear does have the most beautiful eyes.
Most beautiful eyes.
No, he does.
He does.
Why are you
That,
laughing?
because everyone knows when you guys are like you guys are just choosing. You guys are just acting in a way that's like. Come on.
Everyone's feeling the sexual chemistry here, and it's awkward, and it's just
Like she's just trying to make it not worse as it seems, because obviously her husband's gonna watch this clip, right? So, I mean, given that he already did, yeah.
Wanna play Mario Brothers? Wanna play Mario Brothers?
Yeah. So he's like, want to play Mario Brothers? Like in hindsight now, he's like, yeah. Had I known it was the day, I wouldn't have shown Mario Park. So for him, it's like it's appropriate. He's just laughing at the fact that it's like, had I known it was a date, I wouldn't have done that. This is stupid.
Let me show you my new Nintendo.
Let me show
Pretty
you.
cool.
Let me show you my new Nintendo. Get out of here.
I can't believe that's really a story.
Yeah. Yeah. So hopefully you guys found this video entertaining.